sort of been threatened. But now is the time where it's appropriate to say that, I'm being persecuted for having opposing views. And then you go on the next day to say the same views. I mean, essentially, I'd say that, that takes away the real meaning of cancel culture. Going back to, McCarthyism is essentially what I would say was what was real cancel culture. McCarthyism.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The culture of America was so drastically different in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. Everything culturally changed really in the 60s. And, but change is natural. However, the thing about communists is that's really just like saying liberal or faggot, in American standards.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, to me, it's like I'm often like Roger would often accuse me of being a communist because, or Kamala being a communist. And I think that to me is like the time when, to me, is the way in which Republicans, to me, it's like it makes my bullshit detectors go like off the charts. Whenever Republicans cry communist, like saying that, when they said, do you remember the days when Obama was called a communist by the Tea Party and that he wanted, essentially that's the way in which Republicans, and then how is he a communist? They list a lot of the things that reasons people, like Obama or things like that, or would like Obama. So when Trump said about Kamala, he's saying, Kamala is a communist, she'll give you health care. I'm like, I wish Donald Trump. The thing is, Republicans make Democrats sound cooler than they really are.
Yeah, but you can get health care, but that doesn't give you health. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, again, my point was really just essentially is that, when Trump was talking about, healthcare, things like that, he even used to support, it's kind of projection, because Trump himself used to support Medicare, used to support single-payer healthcare, believe it or not. He remarks himself that he's a conservative on most things, but on healthcare, that he says that, it's any, society should provide healthcare to everybody, ensure healthcare to everybody at one point.
Well, what's going on in your love life?
My love life? Well, mostly at this point, I've just been drifting. I've had a few, girls who I've slept with. I had a girl who actually, who let me try some of her breast milk. Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's amazing when you squeeze a girl's tit and fucking milk, her lactate is spraying out, and she's not even pregnant. You're like, it's kind of hot, but also kind of gross, but maybe more kind of cool and hot than not gross.
Yeah, she just let me. She already had a baby, believe it or not. So I got to, taste it.
Well, keep tasting titty milk and things will work out for you, because love is the way,
Well, I will say, the problem is she lives on the other side of the country right now.
Oh, well, there's a lot of girls with lactate in their titties.
Yeah, I met with her when I was in Washington this past summer.